Hey, good morning, family. I just wanted to take a moment and hopefully just encourage you as I've been encouraged this morning and as I'm praying for you guys during this time of prayer and fasting. I just wanted to encourage you. I know we're in a very significant time in our country, but I also, today's a very significant day, but I also wanted to just encourage you as an individual as well during your time of prayer and fasting to help you just to be encouraged in your heart and be encouraged in being motivated to continue to keep enduring, keep that endurance as your time of prayer and fasting. But anyways, as I was reading this morning and reading throughout the day yesterday, I was really pondering on this thought. Matthew 17, it talks about how this man had brought a demonized son to the disciples of Jesus to be able to have this demon cast out, and the disciples weren't able to cast out this demon. And then obviously Jesus shows up on the scene and he commands this spirit and to come out of this boy, which obviously the spirit did. And so after this was over, the disciples came to Jesus and they said, hey, why could we not cast out this demon? And Jesus told him, he said, because of your unbelief and you're a faithless generation. He says that's why this demon does not come out. And then he goes on and he also gives a teachable moment where he talks about how that if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, that you can say to a mountain to be moved from here to there. But in the last couple things he said in that passage is he said, one is that nothing is impossible for you. And I want to encourage you with that today, that nothing is impossible for you. Nothing's impossible for you. Nothing's impossible for what God can do through you. And so I just want to encourage you with that. And the last part of that passage, Jesus says that these things only come out by prayer and fasting. That's it, prayer and fasting. That if we want to amplify our personal ministry, the power of our personal ministry, that prayer and fasting will cause things to begin to shift, cause things to begin to change in our life, our outer circumstances, our inner circumstances. So I want to encourage that nothing's impossible for you. It also says in Hebrews chapter 6 that that if without faith, it is impossible to please God. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. And it goes on and it says that if we come to God, we believe in God, and we believe that this last thing, that He is a rewarder to those who diligently seek Him. What does that tell me? That tells me that we're not seeking to get a reward. We are seeking the rewarder. So don't seek the reward, seek the rewarder. When we diligently, actively, and passionately seek the rewarder, then we will see the outer circumstances, the power of God move in our outer circumstances and to see them changed. But we're seeking this rewarder today. That's what just keep your sights on Him, keep your aim on the rewarder today as you're praying and fasting. And then also, Jesus says that there is rewards for fasting. He says in Matthew 6 that He sees us in secret, fasting and praying, and He rewards us openly. And I think that was a open reward even to the disciples to be able to see the power of God, the power of the Father moving through Jesus as He commanded that Spirit to come. So here's what I know, that there's two types of rewards that we can get, that I believe, and two facets of rewards, maybe not necessarily you agree, but I agree that or believe that there's two types of rewards. One is external reward, and that is simply for the meaning of that is for the power of God to move and touch our outer circumstances and give us favor in our life. That's the external reward. And also the internal reward is simply that that our hearts are new and have a new depth in God as we move closer to Him through prayer and fasting. So what does that tell us? It basically tells us this, and I got this down. It says that we fast to walk in more of God's power to change the world, and also to encounter more of His heart to change our heart. So we're fasting so that we can have an encounter to change our hearts internally, and that we fast so that also that we will change the world around us at the same time through the power of God that's flowing through us. So anyways, I just want to encourage you with that. Nothing is impossible with you. That you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed. You can move mountains. Seek the rewarder, not the reward. And God bless you. I love you. Hope to see you tonight at First Wednesday. Hey, take care. Have a great day.